Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another One Piece review. The Voyage continues with episode 1111, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to join the council and become a part of the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, the council is now in session. Let the meeting begin. Alright, looks like Kizaru and St. J. Garcia getting closer and closer. There go the boy, look at him. Oh, they right around the corner. Oh, snap. I wonder who he brought with him. Which Vice Admiral he brought with him. Taking this situation more serious than O'Hara? Well, I guess maybe because Dr. Vegapunk was smarter than all of them, right? Yeah, they can actually fight back, unlike O'Hara. Okay, that makes sense. So, not only are they researching, but they have the strength and, you know, capabilities to defend themselves. Okay, and now here comes the widespread panic. But they destroyed all the ships, though. Man, who was this? Looks a little bit like Lilith. But yeah, Lilith just got turned to stone. Yeah, she tried to take Pythagoras on out of there. Damn, there you go. We done lost Pythagoras. I still don't understand that. Because like I said, if all the Vegapunks had the same, you know, authority ranking, then how can one person's command override another? But I guess it's because they all have the same authority ranking, right? You know, if we all had the same authority rank, if somebody gives me a command, somebody with the same rank can't necessarily come and change that command, I guess. Alright, Sanji, don't get disrespected again. Get your get back. That man just told you he wasn't gonna let you touch her. Look at him. This man is a grade A fool. The size difference on all the seraphims are crazy. Even the Mihawk seraphim looks like a small little giant. There we go. Hit him with the red hawk. He ate that mug though. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. And okay, and this is how we get the Mihawk versus Zoro 101. Okay. Well, we can pull this out in a second. Look at him. Man, you talking to Luffy, man. Yeah, stand right back up. Listen, none of these are phasing him. Not the flashback right now. Okay, Marie Joie. Okay. Yeah, somebody snitched on my boy. One of them snitched. That's crazy. Okay, and then this is when they started coming and investigating. And this is one of the groups that didn't make it back. You know, mysteriously disappeared. The CB's got their ass. Okay. He said he already knew, so he just gonna go himself. That's crazy. They bringing all these forces with them, and they really taking this serious. Just goes to show how much of a threat they see Dr. Vegapunk as. Like, they not playing. And then Luffy and his group was pulling up at the same time. They was doing all this. That's crazy. Then it's similar to come to an end already. So we about to lose Vegapunk right here? Not the double tap. Damn. Oh, that's a nice little camera angle right there. Like the side-by-side camera angle. That was cool. Yeah. Almost like a split screen action going on. I think this is one of the first times I've seen that in anime. That's dope. Goddamn York. Okay, that's crazy. But she just got petrified. I guess that was part of the plan as well. That's crazy. York was the mastermind this entire time. The one you always least expect. It's finally time. For the first time in 25 years in anime, we're going to see actually Shanks pop off. All right, so in this episode, everybody, things are not looking good for our crew. Everybody is slowly being defeated. In this episode, we got the reveal of the true mastermind behind the Vegapunk assassination. It was none other than York, which leads me straight to my question of the week, everybody. Which Vegapunk did you think was the mastermind behind the betrayal? Me personally, I thought it was Shaka, you know, the head of the team, also the guy with the good title on him. So I thought, you know, it was gonna be a classic plot twist where, you know, the quote unquote good guy, you know, turns out to be the evil person behind the evil person all along. But that was not the case. It was York, you know, the one you always least expect. That's the role she kind of played, you know, just chilling in the background. And the character, you know, we also got to see the least throughout this entire time we've been on Egghead so far. It's just always the ones you least expect, right? And York is not playing around. York right now is winning the battle. As of right now, she has taken down Pythagoras. Lilith is turned to stone, so she's not technically fully out of the game yet. And hell, she just straight up bodied Shaka, right? Double tapped him and everything. I would be hella surprised if Shaka is still, if that man is still alive after getting a bullet straight to the dome and then walked up being double tapped. I don't know what else to say. But back to York, right? So she claims she wants to be a celestial dragon, but I'm not understanding, I guess, you know, what about that lifestyle that piqued her interest, right? Because even, you know, Vegapunk mentioned that she has been to Marie's while, you know, she's gotten to see, you know, how they live and all this stuff, right? So is that enough to sway her over? Was there some like secret trips was she taking to Marie's while or something, or was part of the studying the Void Century that she, you know, of course, you know, you learn the backstory of the Void Century, and that still has to do with the people, we know, with the celestial dragons and all that. So maybe she learned more about the celestial dragons through the Void Century that way as well. She was just like, hey, maybe I want to be, you know, one of the guys that's quote unquote on top of the world or whatever. So why not? Why can't I be a celestial dragon? So maybe learning about the voice entry kind of rubbed off on York in a bad way, and that's kind of why she wants to be a celestial dragon. I don't know. Definitely interested in into hearing her thoughts about that. But I think this also kind of explains a little bit of why or how the Seraphim aren't listening to the Vegapunk's orders, right? Because, you know, they all have the same, all the Vegapunks have the same level hierarchy, right? So in theory, at least to me, in theory, everybody should be able to like overwrite an order of another Vegapunk, right? The only other person who's higher above them is the 5 elders. So now that we know that York has been messing with the 5 elders, right? Maybe the 5 elders somehow got to the Seraphim and actually gave them an order to, you know, assassinate all the Vegapunks. But that only accounts for Kuma, because, you know, we saw CP0 returning the Kuma Seraphim. I don't know how that would affect all the other Seraphim, unless somehow she snuck the other Seraphim to Marijwa at one point, right? As of right now, in my mind, the Kuma Seraphim is the only one who could have potentially received those orders from the 5 elders, at least, you know, from what all the information and evidence that we have been given so far, right? So maybe we'll learn some more, because, you know, we haven't fully gotten the rest of the explanation of why York is doing all this stuff. So maybe she might explain a little bit more, and, you know, we'll find out the reason how she actually took over the Seraphim and all that. That's what I definitely want to know. To, you know, keep round out this discussion here, Kizaru and St. J. Garcia, they right around the corner, everybody. I cannot wait till they pull up on the island. I'm ready for this rematch. I'm ready for the rematch. You know, last time, that was so many years ago when we had that first original fight with the crew versus Kizaru, and the rematch is right around the corner. I can't wait for that to happen. Also, the Zoro versus Mihawk fight, the Seraphim Mihawk, right? That fight look like it's coming up right around the corner as well, because in this episode we got Kuma and the Seraphim Mihawk, they actually split up. So, and, you know, Zoro went for Mihawk, and Luffy and Lucci stayed to fight the Kuma one. So that's how they actually got to split up those guys, and it looks like eventually, you know, we're gonna get this 1v1. Kaku did go with the Zoro, but I would imagine his help wouldn't be that much less, and eventually it'll become a 1v1 somehow between him and Zoro. So I definitely can't wait to see that. And then next episode for the 11-12 review, we're gonna get the we actually getting Shanks versus Kid. Not just Shanks versus Kid, right? But just Shanks in general, right? For the first time, 25 years, we get to see this man in action. I'm expecting to be blown away for the most part, right? I'm not saying this next episode, what is that, 11-12, has to be one of the best episodes ever, but I think in general, this Shanks versus Kid should be one of the best fights in the series, right? Just in general, not necessarily all the way up there, but, you know, one of the 4 emperors, one of the main 4 emperors who we've been waiting to see fight all this long. You're gonna tell me the first fight we actually get to see of him is not a top fight in the series? That'll just be crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for the Shanks versus Kids next week. Well, tomorrow at this point. This episode is a little late, everybody. I've been a little behind. The 4th of July weekend had me behind on a lot of stuff, so I'm just catching back up. Hopefully, you know, with this we get back on track with everything. And but yeah, I'm definitely ready for this Shanks versus Kid. Definitely here ready to find out York's reason and more behind why she wanted to become a celestial dragon. And I'm ready to get back to this Kuma backstory as well. They started us on this backstory and then they just left us, right? Come on now, bring back the Kuma backstory. Let us finish the Kuma backstory. And speaking of Kuma as well, it is also currently 10 episodes, everybody, says Kuma has started his ascent up the red line to Marijwa. How many episodes will it take him to reach to the top? Let's find out. But all right, everybody, that's everything that I had for this week. Please let me know down below in the comments, you know, chat with me. How you guys enjoyed this episode? And are you ready for the Kid versus Shanks fight as well? with all that be seeing everybody, I'll see you all next week. Peace.